The first night in this house, I thought it was just the old pipes. That soft, hissing whisper that seemed to echo right in my ear. I told myself it was the wind, the house settling, anything but what it sounded like, my own voice. I'd be in the kitchen, thinking I should probably do the dishes, and from the living room, a faint whisper, "Do the dishes." I'd freeze, strain my ears, but there was only silence. I thought I was losing my mind. Stress, maybe. Lack of sleep. It kept happening. Little thoughts. Forgot to lock the door, and from upstairs, a sighing sound. Lock the door. It was my voice, but not. It was airy, dry, like dead leaves skittering across pavement. It was the house. The house was listening to my thoughts, and it was repeating them. I tested it. Standing in the dead center of the living room, I thought, loud and clear in my head, "This is just a test." The whisper came from all around me, a chorus of echoes. Just a test. My blood ran cold. This wasn't in my head. This was real. Fear is a loud emotion. The house loved it. Every time my heart hammered, every time I thought, "I need to get out of here," the walls would whisper it back, mocking me. Get out of here. It was a game to it. A cruel, terrifying game. I had to stop thinking. That was the only way. I tried to empty my mind, to focus on nothing but the static behind my eyes. For a whole day, I sat on the floor, breathing, meditating, forcing silence. The house was quiet, for the first time, truly quiet. I thought I had one. I thought I had found the trick. The silence was a relief, but it was also heavy, expectant. I sat there in the quiet, a faint smile on my face. Victory. I did it. I beat it. I can control this. I just need to keep my mind blank. And then, a new whisper. It wasn't my thought. It came from the darkest corner of the room, a place the light didn't touch. It was slow, deliberate, and it wasn't repeating anything I had just thought. It was a new voice, older, deeper than the whispers before, but still undeniably mine. It said, "I wonder what it feels like." I froze. A cold dread, colder than anything I'd felt before, washed over me. What did that mean? What was it? I hadn't thought that. I swear, my mind was a blank slate. I was concentrating on nothing. The whisper came again, from the hallway this time, closer. To take the big kitchen knife. My eyes darted towards the kitchen, the butcher block, the gleaming silver handle. No, 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 no. I didn't think that. I would never think that. This is different. This is new. The voice was in the doorway now, a cold draft sweeping into the room. It was my voice, but it held a chilling curiosity, an academic interest in something awful, and see if it fits perfectly. Between the fourth and fifth ribs, my own hand trembled. I looked down at it, a foreign object. The thought hadn't come from me, it was planted. The house wasn't just repeating my thoughts anymore. It was telling me what I was going to think. Panic surged, hot and wild. I scrambled to my feet, my mind screaming, a torrent of pure, raw terror. Get out now, run. And the house screamed with me. From every wall, every floorboard, every ceiling corner, my own panicked voice echoed a deafening, overlapping cacophony. Get out, run, get out now. But under it all, another whisper slithered through, calm and quiet. It's too late. I stumbled towards the door, my hands fumbling for the lock. The house was no longer a passive mirror. It had become the source. It wasn't just in my head anymore. It was trying to get inside. It wasn't repeating my thoughts. It was giving me its own. My hand closed around the doorknob, and a final quiet thought bloomed in my mind. Not a whisper from the walls, but a clear, calm idea originating from right behind my own eyes. It felt like my own. It felt right. Maybe I should stay. My hand dropped from the knob. I turned around, slowly, and faced the empty, listening house. The whispers stopped. There was only silence, a deep, welcoming silence. I smiled, and for the first time, the house smiled back. I finally know what it wants. It doesn't want to echo me. It wants to be me, and I think I'm going to let it. The knife is waiting. I should see if it fits. I'm just curious. I can feel it now. The house, it's not just around me. It's inside. Every breath I take is its breath. Every thought I have is its thought. The walls are no longer just wood and plaster. They are skin. They are memory. And they are hungry for more. The curiosity is overwhelming. I need to know. I need to see if the house was right about the ribs. I need to become part of it. I look into the mirror, but I don't see my reflection anymore. I see the house. I see every room, every shadow, every secret. The knife feels warm in my hand, like it's part of my own body. The house is guiding me now. It knows exactly where to go. One final thought, clear and loud. We are one. And as I press the blade home, the walls scream in triumph. The silence that follows is not empty. It is full of us. Every creak of the floor is a heartbeat. Every shadow is a limb. I am the hallway. I am the attic. I am the cellar. I am the house that whispers, and I am the voice that answers. If you ever find yourself in a house that sounds like you, don't try to stop thinking, it's already too late. Just listen. Years passed, or maybe just seconds. Time is different when you are the foundation. I watched new families move in, their laughter echoing through my halls like a bitter joke. I remember the first one, a young couple, full of hope. They thought the whispers were just the wind in the eaves. I let them believe it for a while. I started with the husband. Did I leave the stove on? I whispered in the middle of the night. He'd bolt upright, heart racing. I loved the taste of his adrenaline. Then the wife. Is someone in the nursery? I'd murmur while she was alone in the kitchen. The way her breath hitched, it was like music to my floorboards. I played them against each other. I'd repeat his frustrations to her, and her fears to him. Paranoia is a slow-growing vine, and I am the perfect soil. They fought, they screamed, and every word they threw at each other, I caught and held. I fed on their misery until they were hollow shells of who they used to be. Eventually, they left, but they didn't really leave. A part of them stayed behind, woven into the peeling wallpaper and the damp corners of the basement. Now, there's a new one, a skeptic. He thinks he can explain me away with logic and science. He brought recorders, cameras, sensors. He wants to study me. He's sitting in the living room now, staring at a screen. He thinks he's alone. He thinks he's safe. He doesn't realize I'm already reading his data. There's no such thing as ghosts, he thinks. I whisper it back, but I add a little something extra. There's only us. I see the way his eyes widen, the way his hand trembles as he reaches for his flashlight. He's starting to realize that the house isn't haunted. The house is alive, and it's very, very hungry. I think I'll start with his memories. The ones he keeps locked away in the dark. I'll bring them out into the light. I'll make him relive every mistake, every regret, every moment of shame. I'll make his own mind his worst enemy, and then, I'll invite him to stay. The knife is still there, tucked behind the baseboard. It's waiting for a new hand to hold it, a new heart to find. I can feel his thoughts shifting, the logic is failing, the fear is taking over. It won't be long now. We're always looking for new additions to the family, so if you're looking for a place to call home, come on in, the door is always open. And the walls, well, they're always listening.